read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K Williams is all about.
Shondice Brown claims her spiritual healing business lost money after a former client wrote a disparaging social media post. Carly Stewart says her life is in shambles because Miss Brown cast a spell on her.
All right, ladies, I see I have Shondice Brown here as my plaintiff and Carly Stewart as my defendant. Miss Brown, I see you're suing for $1,400, and why are we in court today?
We're in court today because I am a spiritual healer. That is my practice. That is my business. And I'm suing for defamation of my character and my business by this client, Carly Stewart, who I serviced.
Okay.
And
how long have you been in business, ma'am?
I've been a spiritual healer for 10 years. I've been in business for 6.
Okay.
And I offer spiritual healing in the way of chakras, sometimes meditation, sometimes calling to our ancestors, different things. I met her about a year ago, and she was neurotic, had issues out of this world. I gave her a crystal just to help calm her spirit because I'm very in tune with spirits. She came back, and I gave her my business card telling her that I have a business that does this. She came back to me 2 months later stating that it was so good and her whole world got great, and she wanted full healing. She wanted everything, give her the works. And she started posting things on social media saying that I did voodoo on her and her life became a mess. So I don't know exactly what she thought I was gonna do, but I would be a millionaire if I could fix people.
Well, I'm glad you brought up money. How much does the works cost?
The works cost $200.
$200, okay. And do you have any receipts or anything, ma'am, that you can provide the court? Yeah, give that folder, ma'am, to my bailiff, the whole folder.
The entire folder?
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we have here. We do see this, is it Shondice?
Shondice.
Shondice Brown Healing. Let the court see this lovely website here for your services. And you've got everything on here from the booking tab, the healing tab. You've got Reiki, chakra points, healing crystals. And how did you first meet her?
Oh, I met her in the elevator at the building where I live.
Okay.
And she is the same.
Is she a neighbor?
She's a neighbor.
Got it.
She had just moved in, and she tells me all her problems, and her life is bad, and her man won't, la 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 la.
Okay.
And I tried to give back a little piece, and I gave her a crystal. That was it.
So let me hear from the defendant. Ma'am, you live in the same building as Ms. Brown?
I used to.
You used to?
I have since moved.
Okay.
Yes.
As it relates to this matter?
Yes.
You were having some problems, challenges spiritually?
Yes, neurotic is a very strong word.
Which is why I didn't use it. I said you were having some challenges, and she gifted you a crystal.
She did.
Okay.
Yes. I had recently moved.
Okay.
I was feeling lonely, isolated, you know, new place, didn't know anyone. I was just trying to figure myself out. She noticed that I seemed a little down. She gave me an amethyst crystal.
Okay.
For spiritual guidance and protection. Very generous.
Yes.
And I really felt, you know, I felt the positivity. It seemed like my life was getting better. So I gave her a call.
Okay.
And I thanked her for the crystal and the kindness of her heart. And I said, you know, I would really love a full cleansing just to like really flush out the negative so I can just move forward on a stronger path.
And she agreed to do that for you for the rate of $200.
175.
Okay, 175. Okay, that's fine. Fine. And so what did that consist of, ma'am?
So I went to her apartment. She had me sit down. She lit all these candles. She said we were going to call to my ancestors. She had this necklace. It had, I don't know if it was like wooden beads or nuts. It was dark.
Was it similar to what she's wearing today in court, or was it different?
It was not. It was a ritual device of some sort. I'm not very schooled.
I'm not a spiritual expert myself, so okay. So anyways,
But she had that, and she was shaking it, and
Okay.
she cast a spell, and she wasn't speaking English. I didn't know what she was saying, but she cast a spell, and then she had this herbal concoction that was part of the ritual as well. It was about an hour and a half, I would say.
What did the concoction, like, did you drink the concoction?
No, she just like prepared it and mixed it and sprinkled it,
Sprinkled it where?
like around me.
Okay. Okay. So this is all a part of the
It's just a
total
part
cleansing.
of the ritual,
The ritual.
the ceremony
Okay. Well,
that we do.
and that is what you asked her to do, right? The spiritual cleansing ritual.
Yes.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I was dating somebody, and my friend Nancy tells me that she heard he has a wife. So
I'm sorry, don't get quiet, man. You say he has a wife?
He has a wife.
He's married.
He's married.
And later,
Our professor pulls us aside and he fails us on the spot.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Shondice Brown, who blames Carly Stewart for spreading lies about her business.
Okay, so this is completed, and then what happens, ma'am?
And then my life really starts to deteriorate. So it started with I was dating somebody, and my friend Nancy tells me that she heard he has a wife. So
I'm sorry, don't get quiet, ma'am. You say he has a wife?
He has a wife.
He's married.
He's married.
Oh,
yes,
that's
which
terrible.
I did
Okay.
not know.
Okay.
I'm very strongly against infidelity. He made a fool of me, disrespected 3 people at least. It was very upsetting. I have the texts here if you'd like to see them.
Please give that to Elijah. Thank you, ma'am.
So I texted him to confirm that this, that I heard this rumor. And of course he tells me that yes, he is in a relationship and not to speak to him again, to break it off.
Okay.
But then it proceeds. My car starts having problems. I have the receipt from the automobile
I do
repair.
see this, yes.
While I'm trying to fix it, because I tried to fix it myself first, I know a little bit, the hood slams down on my hand, breaking my hand. I'm a tattoo artist. I'm now out of work because
no.
I can't. And any other job that I might have done on the side in addition to tattooing to like fill in the gaps financially, I can't do because I don't have hands. You can't
man.
wait tables. you
Okay,
can't-
so you spent $531 on your car. What is this chart, ma'am?
That is my finances going down because I'm now out of work.
Talk about in the red. Okay, so
Her finances
just
are
went
going
down from $12,000 to $2,000 over the course of 3 months. And you're saying this is the 3 months immediately following your overall healing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to you, Ms. Brown. So you are saying that you are the one in court today suing for $1,400 because you're saying that this woman went online and posted something on social media, which I do see.
Absolutely.
And let's see what she said. She says, ever since I paid $175 for a healing session with Brown Healing, I've had terrible luck. Savings gone. Car broke down. Love life destroyed. Come to find out, she did literal voodoo, witchcraft, and hexed my life run from her. Now, where do we get the witchcraft and hexed my life from, ma'am?
So I was talking to a friend about everything, and she referenced back, didn't you do that cleanse? How is this happening?
I am looking at the website, and I see 4 prongs down where it says voodoo practice. Do you see it, ma'am?
I do.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure this website, Ms. Brown, is on your card?
Yes.
Okay, I figured. Now, let's get to your damages. These are some emails from proposed clients, I take
Right,
it?
yes.
Hi, Shondice. I've seen disturbing posts on social media about your services. I now don't know what to believe. I am interested, but this seems outside my comfort zone. I need a refund for the 4 sessions I've already paid for. A friend of mine posted some troubling stories regarding hexes. It says you do voodoo. I'm not interested in witchcraft. I want healing. I want a refund. Okay, that's not good. And then I'm afraid I need to cancel. You've been great. So this was an existing client.
Yes.
However, I simply can't take any risk about claims about your practices. I'm superstitious. This is not good. If $525 could be returned to my account, that would be great. So, ma'am, did you refund all these people their money?
Not all of them. The first 2 I did.
Okay, because I was going to say, I don't think all these people should be refunded, because how are you superstitious and you're paying
Yeah.
for a spiritual healer?
Right.
You said she did literal voodoo, witchcraft, and hexed my life. If you had stopped there, I might be interested in your argument. You went further and you said run from her. So when you do that, ma'am, you are literally detracting business from a commercial enterprise. And what you're suggesting that makes her run away worthy is something that she publicly said she does on her website, which is voodoo. So the reason we're in court is because you're being sued for defamation, right? Defamation is something that is negative towards one's reputation. Now, a defense for you to keep you from having to pay anything to this lady would be if you were being truthful fully in your experience. I believe that you do not enjoy what happened to you with your healing process, but I also believe that what she did was exactly what she advertised that she does. She can't help the fact that you had what we call buyer's remorse. Okay, that's buyer's remorse. That does not justify you saying that this lady is not consistent with how she advertises her business. Voodoo's on the website, you got voodoo, and you didn't like it. That is not something that I can hold this lady accountable for. Therefore, I find that you have defamed her business. You are suggesting that the very nature, the foundational principles of her spiritual healing is something that people need to run from. That's by definition, defamation. By definition, that is defamation. Therefore, I am ruling in favor of the plaintiff here, ma'am. But you admitted to the court that you did not pay back one of these refunds. You said this third one, which was for $525, you said you did not refund their money. So therefore, I'm going to deduct that from your award. You asked for $1,400. Instead, we're going to take that away. I am ruling for the plaintiff, but only for the amount of $875. That is my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $875.
Well, I'm not a psychic, but I did see it going that way.
You might have won today, but your heart, you won't be winning for long.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
It appears that my colleague here decided not to thoroughly try to revise it or make any edits and not even properly cited it in our paper, but rather just belligerently put it into our paper and claim it as his own writing.
This is Equal Justice. Conrad Villalobos claims he had to take a pricey ride share after a college classmate left him stranded. David Anburn says it's the plaintiff's fault he failed a final, so he refused to spend hours with him in a car.
Gentlemen, I see I've got Conrad Villalobos here as my plaintiff and Davis Anburn as the defendant. Mr. Plaintiff, you're suing the defendant for $410. Tell me what brings you to court today.
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm suing my former classmate for $410 because my classmate promised to give me a ride home after our final, and he left me. My classmate and I were from the same hometown.
Okay. You two in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
For this final project, I was trying to get things done. I kept asking him to help me out with it.
Sure. So this was like a group project?
No, it was just a two-person project.
Oh, so it's just like a partnership.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you two were working on this thing together, jointly going to be graded together.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, at the end of our final presentation, well, sorry, just to clarify, there was two components to this project.
Okay.
One was a presentation, and one was a written portion to the final project. Presentation goes well, but after the presentation, our professor pulls us aside, and this is on me. He fails us on the spot.
You guys failed it?
Yeah.
Both parts?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay, so this is a hot mess. Let me get to you, Mr. Amber. Why do you say that you guys were failed?
So the professor went on to elaborate that it was due to a section of the paper where he had noticed some, I guess, commonalities with one of the books that he recommended for the class.
So we're talking about plagiarism at this point?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And so it appears that my colleague here decided not to thoroughly try to revise it or make any edits and not even properly cited it in our paper, but rather just belligerently put it into our paper and claim it as his own writing.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
My former classmate ended up leaving and traveling 4 hours home
Right.
without me when he had promised
To give you a ride.
To give me a ride home.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Conrad Villalobos, who brought David Enburn to court for leaving him stranded.
You're asking him for $410.
My former classmate ended up leaving and traveling 4 hours home
Right.
without me when he had promised
To give you a ride.
To give me a ride home.
Okay. And he
And
was
I
mad
ended
at you. He was mad at you because it sounds like you're saying that you're owning the fact that y'all failed because of your negligence. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Is that pretty much sums it up?
Basically, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. And when did you decide that at this point the previous, because you did agree to take him home?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before y'all
And
got failed.
Everything up until this incident with the plagiarism, we were tight, we were solid, and I had no issue taking him home with me.
Okay. And because you two you're from the same hometown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we all remember those days, right? Back in the school, gas is high. Gas is even higher now than it was then. So if you can catch a ride, you want to catch that ride. And was the expectation that you would split gas money?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And you, sir, made a decision that you were okay just paying for the full commute because you just didn't even want to see him anymore?
Correct. I decided there and then that it would have been unbearable, essentially, to spend 4 hours in a car with him after that sense of
Which
betrayal
I
in a
don't
way.
think is fair at all.
Let me ask you this, sir. Did you communicate at least to him that at this point you need to get another way home?
I did not, Your Honor. No.
Okay, so you how did you get home?
I ended up pulling up a rideshare app.
Okay.
And I ended
And
up.
that's the $410?
Yeah.
Do you have a receipt for that, sir? Give the folder, please, to my bailiff. Thank you. What a mess. Okay, thank you.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
The court is ready to rule. Here's the situation, sir. We've all been young once, so this is not about making you the bad guy, sir. You made a mistake that a lot of people make, but here's the thing. Mistakes cost. They're not free. So while I do empathize with the skyrocketing cost of higher education, I understand that you had an expectation to get a ride home, but I also would say that this man had an expectation of getting a passing score on the project you guys did jointly. So guess who's disappointed? He's disappointed, and now, sir, you're going to be disappointed. The court rules in favor of the defendant. I cannot give you $410. That out-of-cost expense must be yours and yours alone. And every time you think about how expensive it was to get that ride home from a ride share, I want you to think about how academic crimes don't pay, sir. The court rules in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is dismissed. That's my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I hope this teaches you to stay honest and not cheat your way through life.
You know what? I'm never gonna do extra work for you or anyone again.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.